Yeah, I'm back. I apologize, it took longer than I thought to eat and get back. Huh. Someone's hosting me that I don't recognize. There's tons of stuff in this system, so let's see how far out I am. Let's see what the other people are doing. Oh. How is everyone this evening? Good, good. Just got a nice meal, so I'm well fed and fat and happy. I think I was just grumpy because I was hungry and a little bit of a headache, but that guy annoys the living hell out of me. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes he's fine, but it's, like I said, I think I was just grumpy. He said something, I was like, that sounds terribly condescending, and I just was like, you know what, I'm not gonna pick a fight with someone, because I've known him for like 7 years, through an acquaintance, so I'm not gonna just pick a fight with someone. I don't think he meant it that way, so that's why I'm chalking it up to me being hungry and grumpy. But I'm fine now, so. I said I was hungry. I think I was just grumpy from being hungry. He said something that I interpreted to be very rude and condescending, but he wasn't talking to me. He was talking to you, actually. But you didn't react to it, so I didn't speak up. I just, like I said last night, we're all adults. We can handle ourselves. That's fine. Have you guys tried taking them to like a low gravity moon or something, letting him practice on one that's landfall so it's not pulling him down as hard? Like you park on the surface so he has a target and then just... Because low gravity will allow him to go down and land and then get away from the planet and do it again without spending a lot of time escaping gravity. Like if you find one that's like 3/4 of a G. It's just a random chance you find one. Right, that's why I was just saying the low G, because it can be done repetitively with little lost time escaping gravity. One thing I did when I was really new, like you are now, that I do not advise you do, and I did it out of impatience, so beware of that. If you mess up a planet landing where you, like Danny said, you drop out and you're too far from your destination, or you get a glide fail because you're too steep or too flat compared to the surface, don't go to full throttle or go back into Super Cruise aimed at the planet in high orbit to try and make up the distance, because it'll accelerate you quick enough you may be unable to stop before you hit the planet, and then you will waste your ship. But for the most part, it's hard to kill yourself in a planet landing. It just looks frightening at first. Especially the glide looks like it's going to run you into the base. It slows you down, don't worry about it. It is, for most part, just experience. You'll get better. Okay, good. There's a concern as well if we take you into a fight and you get not killed but significantly damaged, or heaven forbid you get like a crushed canopy where you're on a time limit and you're running out of oxygen. It's one of those few times when you probably have to stick the landing the first time, depending how far from safety you are, so this experience will save your life one day. You know, actually, earlier I was streaming and Noonski showed up in the viewers. I don't know where he is now. I think he said he was going to the bar. He said Danny's a silverware abuser. Shit you not, that's what he said. I said I'm going to make a cup of tea. I said it's not going to be loud like Danny, and he said Danny's a silverware abuser. I guess he meant you banged the cup too loud. I'm in my destination system, about 80% done doing the detailed scan, so if you need a hand in there, just let me know and I'll divert to you when I come back. For the Clipper? Okay.
Orbital flight engaged.
So you still liking it so far, AC? You think you're making worthy progress? Okay. Oh, fuck. I'm alright. Rookie mistake, but yeah, no serious harm. I was flying parallel to the rings of a ringed planet, and it looked like a nearly invisibly thin white line at the top of my canopy, and I kept getting an impact warning with no evidence, and then it got too close and forced me out of Super Cruise, and now I have all these rocks everywhere in front of me. And like I said, it dropped me to 98% hull capacity with no damage to modules, so
Frameshift
we
drive
learn from your
charging.
mistakes.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yes, yeah, I can, like I said, I've reached the point I wanted to be at, and I've turned around and headed back. I just gotta finish this system, so I should be back to you in about half an hour. Mhm. Where are you at in Cubis? Oh, the Duval's place, yeah. I have it bookmarked. Let me see how far from QB I am. Yes. Let me get into Danny's world first. I was sitting in my own. Yes. What is it? Hmm. It's not a bad ship. Hmm. It's pretty much the least expensive ship you could
Frameshift
accidentally
drive
buy,
charging.
so why not, right?
Ready to engage.
I'd recommend if you have any intention of keeping that ship, you replace it with an
3,
Imperial
2,
Eagle or Imperial
1.
Courier, but
Engage.
you're not really at that juncture yet. I'm ready for that wing invite now. Imagine ice cream goes fast. You got like 5 kids, don't you? Oh. Okay. I have one sibling and we couldn't keep ice cream in the house. Hey Danny, are you still with us? I have a question. Where is the cockpit on the Dolphin and the Orca? Is it at the bottom or the top? Because it's got that big pane of glass. Okay. That's what I thought. I thought I could see the radar panel through with the free camera through the black glass, but it's photo-reflective glass. I wasn't sure if I saw a planet's reflection or a star in the distance, or if that was the heads-up display. If I was continuing my exploration farther out in a random direction, I was going to remove myself from the party or possibly switch to game chat. Because sometimes I talk to myself or other people and I don't want to interfere with AC's learning experience. It's pretty neat though. I can go to one of the alternate cameras, the one that's in like over your shoulder in the cockpit, and just watch my player fidget while I'm cruising across the system. Yeah, it brings some immersion to it. Though he's looking around like there's a mosquito in the cockpit with him. I don't know what he's looking at, because he's like looking up and then he's just flailing his head around like he's looking at a mosquito. Do you need the spot that I'm in to bring Greg in here? Hmm. When I got out of bed this morning, Stretch, I happened to check my phone and you were already on Xbox. I was like, this dude's a machine. He was on when I got off 7.5 hours ago. Well, not 7, but I was asleep for about 7.5 hours or so, and you were on for like 90 minutes after I went to sleep. And you were on I don't know how long before I got out of bed. Yeah, these old people don't sleep very much. I don't know. What are you, like, late 30s, early 40s? If you want to belay that, I mean, I don't know where that sector is that Danny's in, but we can help you. Yeah, you're south. How you doing out there, Danny? Are you exploring? Oh. Is it SRV work? Are you trying to land on a base or on a planet? Is it a landfall planet? Okay, just being sure. Lambda 2 Chuka. I don't know where that's at. But I'm gonna find it. Okay. Okay.
Fuel scooping.
Um, I'm curious about some since I've never tried it, and I think it was recent update. The Wingman nav lock, how does that work? Or the frame shift nav lock? The one where it lets you slave the drive? Right. Oh, okay. See, I was thinking that it was slaved and then you could stay at full throttle and just steer your ship and it would keep you jumping to the systems that they go to. Okay. Yeah, I was aware that the regular nav lock, like when you're trying to get to a compromised nav beacon that your wingman is in, you can lock it. But I just came across the key binding, or the empty key binding for the wingman frameshift nav lock. I was curious what it was. But did you die? Hmm. Jeez. He was the nice teacher, and then he just took his shoe off and hit you with it. I'm gonna hold your hand, now I'm gonna twist your finger. That's fine. Like I said, I was speaking of myself earlier when I said don't accelerate towards the planet cause you might die. I say that because I died more than once doing that. Mm.
Frameshift drive charging. 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 Frameshift drive charging.
That's terrible.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I accidentally succeeded.
Fuel scooping.
Whatever helps you.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
I learn something from Danny or Stretch just about every time I talk to him. So, just keep on pushing forward. Well, not literally, don't keep just pushing forward, because that's how you run into planets.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah. Ask your wingmates if they're coming in or out of the dock before you request docking or attempt to leave the space dock, as like we just said something before, better walls than doors. Stretch, is he paddling on you?
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I remapped Flight Assist to that little black button that says B5 on it down on the base of the flight stick.
Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Oh, it feels better.
Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
You're going off the bookmark. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, if you select somewhere that's kind of far away, if you select it, like just select it instead of do plot route, it'll try to jump you straight to it. Huh.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
It's possible.
Four, three, two, one.
Yeah, that navigation targeting computer can be temperamental. If you're far enough away from a planet, it'll let you do it, but for the most part, it won't let you fly, it won't let you jump if there's a planet anywhere between you and the edge of the system, or a star, or if you sneeze hard.
Fuel scooping.
But sometimes it'll let you frame shift drive from a very low altitude depending on how the planet is composed, or rather a moon. Sometimes it lets you jump, but only when you're very far away.
Frameshift drive charging.
Mm-hmm.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Okay.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Fuel scooping.
Mm-hmm. We're just moving cargo, right? Okay, I'll grab cargo ship.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Now. Hmm. The game is one of those games that I used to love to lurk as well, because it's got such a stiff learning curve that before you get yourself established, it's better just to watch people play it.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage.
You began to speak, and then it came up the notification saying you were here. But anyway, how are you today?
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
No. Trash can flipping over.
Four, three, two, one, engage.
rather straightforward.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, I just had a bowl of chili.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Okay. I am in system.
Fuel
No,
scooping.
I'm one jump from my home system and then I'll divert to Cudeo.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Have a nice night. Okay, Stretch. With these trading runs, I'm probably not gonna stay for many of them because I got some other exploration in the opposite direction that I just remembered that I need to do so I can clean my bookmarks out. But I'm not going to turn down money at this scale. Since it's a multi-person activity, you know, doing this with you is time sensitive since I don't want to make you wait indefinitely. Exploration relatively is not. I'm gonna stop in time. Yeah. What? Whoops.
Frameshift drive charging.
I forgot if you're looking at the
4.
contact panel, it doesn't do a safe dropout. Put me 560 clicks out. Like, why? What's it doing that?
Sound Kruger. Observe docking reservation protocols. Submit a request before landing. Landing permission denied. Decrease range to 7,500 meters. Permission authorized. Vector for approach to landing pad 17.
No!
Automated docking assist is now in progress.
I just ran into the side of Victoria Starport. I'm okay. I'm okay. I went into the third-person camera to watch the auto dock do its thing, and it locked out my controls at full throttle. And I'm like looking, I'm like, huh, that auto dock's getting pretty close. And then I looked, and the engine was still firing, and I'm like, okay, B left, and I went B right, and like the lights came on. I'm like, that ain't right. B down, no, that's not it. I'm like flailing the hat key trying to get it to get out, because my control is at 0% throttle. And the ship is at full. Oh, shit. It's fine, I'm laughing at myself too. How do you think I felt when I just ran a ship with a glass nose cone into the side of a metal station? I'm just glad it didn't destroy my $56 million ship. I can laugh at myself. Oh, there we go. I'd feel bad if like it happened to AC and we laughed at him like that, but it's just me. It ain't bad, it only did 1900 credits worth of damage. Shipyard. I wonder if they sell a big bastard here. Oh, they do! But do I want to spend that kind of money? What kind of money are we pulling in here? Like, would it be... But this ballpark, do you think it'd be like comparable to buying a Type 7 and equipping it? Okay. 17. Okay. My math was shaky because I'm like, damn, I got 7. If I buy this for 17, I'm gonna be kind of low. I still I spent less than half of what I had. Let's put it that way. Type 7 is not pleasant to look at all. I come from that Orca to the Type 7, and I'm like, man, it's got like the edges on it. It's got this this cockpit that looks like a boil sticking out of the front of it. It's just not okay.
Greetings, Commander. This is
Greetings, Commander. This is Victor. Your
Greetings, Commander.
Greetings.
Greetings.